Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. We are going to be doing your reading for you today for mid-June to the end of June. There is a collective message I have pulled for you here, and I decided to read it as a sentence. I will say I rolled the dice as well, my little astroplanetary dice here, and heavy hitter on the North Node. So this is about soul progress. This is about direction and fate. Now it's uncomfortable, but it's necessary. So maybe you've been feeling a little bit more obstacles than usual come forward to you. Know that you are the one attracting it so that you can have healing, so you can have peace. We have that here with the 6th house as well as Virgoan energy. So make sure you pay attention to the details. There's going to be a lot of synchronicities coming in for you. Let me know what numbers you're seeing, what words you're hearing, what colors keep being presented to you, reoccurring dreams, anything like that. Let me know what we have coming into your field, right? Because I feel that all of you are going to be sharing similar messages. And I just got that because we have so many cards that wanted to come out. So let's go ahead and get into the collective message. And if you would like to go ahead and get straight into your zodiac sign reading, they will be below in the description. I will say collectively, we have you. I will say collectively, we have sadness being put to an end so that even though we don't know where we're going, we have faith and we have hope that we will find happiness and joy. And aligning ourselves with this sun energy, which means illumination, understanding, no longer hiding in the darkness. It brings us a lot of confidence and understanding about what it is that we want to commit to. So there's going to be releases, there's going to be embraces, but know that there are a lot of big choices that are going to be made here in the energy of mid-June to the end of June. Now, during this time, some things that you may be making decisions on, I will say they heavily center around work, around our personal projects, our health, and our well-being, as well as our physical environment. And I say that because we have the Page of Pentacles. Now, as I was mentioning, Earth energy, very heavy here. So this is about investing in new projects. We also have, so this is starting new routines, okay? This is like starting a diet. This is starting, I'm seeing some of you, by the way, because we have savings here, opening up new accounts for just saving accounts or maybe business accounts so that we can learn more about how to work with our taxes. Because we have you being very business savvy, being very detail oriented, and caring about where you're putting your time, your money, your effort, your energy, right? Understanding how sacred it is and having that organization, that understanding about what it is that makes something well lubricated so that we have the necessary rest in order to give where we need. Know that that will just make so much more time for the people that you love. And I think that's where it all really stems from, right? I think we've been lonely. I feel that we've been sad. We've been isolated. And we're an air sign, right? We love to share our knowledge. We love to feel that we have some grand truth to reveal to the people that we care about, and know that you'll be able to share your voice, share your energy, share your knowledge and understanding soon with people that appreciate it and really value what your mind and your intellect brings to the table, having very stimulating conversations. Finally, nothing that is too vapid, nothing that is too, nothing that you, some of you are like, I have been having these conversations that are just so shallow. They are a waste of time. They make life more dreary, but we're finding people that can keep up with our mind and be a bit more flexible than, hey, how are you doing? What did you eat yesterday? How was work? Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the zodiac signs. Thank you so much. I'll see you there. Gemini, hi. Thank you for coming to your mid-June to end of June reading. We have for you a spread that denotes needing to relax, but knowing that you are more than capable of doing so once you get your mind in order. So I do want to say, don't assume the worst of everything, obviously, but I understand why you need to explore those options, Gemini, because you understand that there is duality and you would prefer to see both sides of the coin rather than just one. So don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. I understand. It's just part of the process for you. We have you coming up as the Seven of Cups here. Now, the Seven of Cups is an energy of being distracted. And I feel it's because of that other side of the coin right now. That's okay, because we do have your focus being, this is the victory, reward, recognition card. Being recognized for your efforts, seen for who you are, awarded for everything that you have put energy towards. So there is a culmination of efforts that will make you feel that, okay, I know why I had to go down this path, down this rabbit hole. And it was so that I could understand things a bit more clearly with a sound heart and a sound mind. So no, you're going to be figuring it out. I also see you making intentional efforts to look at the kindness in people's hearts. Look at the kindness in our reality. So this is, I see you kind of connecting with the trees. I don't know if that's something you've been doing. Maybe you've been going on walks more. I see you, some of you are breathing in some ocean air. I'm hearing the ocean. There's just a lot of nature energy happening, and that helps you put life into perspective once you step out of your little hidey hole, your little room, your little pit of anxiety. And that's okay. It's okay. I've been there, I've done that. I do it every now and again. It's a human experience, and I understand, I get it. So you have your challenge being the Nine of Swords, and the Nine of Swords, as I was saying, is anxiety. It is assuming the worst. It is focusing on the fear, on the lack, on the what ifs. It's also reliving the past. So maybe you're having some old energies bubble up. Maybe things are triggering you that remind you of a certain someone or something or an event. Know that they are coming up for you to understand them, and you will. And you will. And I see you giving yourself grace, giving some of you, it's going to be your parents. You're going to understand they're just human too. They're doing their best. Yeah, they need their own healing, and I can't heal them for them. All I can do is heal myself, but in my healed state, in my calm state of understanding, hopefully they'll see the light. And I see that being a kindness in of itself. So write things down. All of the air signs are wonderful at understanding what they're going through. As long as they can kind of jot it down, they can see it, they can understand it analytically, why it happened, all of that stuff. Some of you are really thinking about the psychology. I see a bunch of you discovering new psychological terms to put words to what you have and are experiencing, and that will give you a lot of peace. So some of you are getting diagnosed, and it feels good. It feels liberating to have a word to your experience. Now, I understand the air signs very, very flexible, very adaptable. So maybe at times we have been a little bit like, ooh, I don't want to label. I don't want to label myself. I don't want to box myself in. That feels stifling. That feels bad. No good. No good. But there's liberation and having words to things I'm feeling for the next 2 weeks. And so step into that and know that it will help you understand yourself and also meet other people who have similar experiences. So some of you are going to see like a lot of memes. Like, for example, I personally have autism. I have high functioning autism, #diagnosed. And I love that I discovered that part of myself, because now I can put my finger on what's going on. It helps me love myself. It helps me understand that I'm not some weird, crazy girl that is really too much into astrology and like, no, bitch, that's just my special interest. And there's, you're having the same kind of understanding and realization, and it is very much so uplifting you. And so, whatever it may be. And there is a lot of love in the autism community and the ADHD community, any kind of neurospicy. I see like a lot of you really stepping into that and feeling warmth in that. Making light of what you've been through. Now, some of you may even be making light of, maybe even the trauma you've been through or depression. I see some of you getting on Reddit. But there's a lot of people that are going to be cheering you on, giving you hope, gifting you their experiences. Gemini, you love to learn. You love to see the other side of things, and having people explain to you their experiences, you're going to really resonate with them. And so don't be afraid to get into some communities when it comes to like your mental health. So that's what I see happening for a lot of you, not all of you, but strong enough to bring up. Now, I did say that we have the South Node, right? Now, the South Node does mean comfort, habits, and patterns. If you remember in the beginning of the reading, I had brought up the North Node, so this is not conflicting. Do not worry. All this says is that what you have learned, the tools that you have gathered, are going to be used to put you on your highest path so that you can tackle the obstacles being put towards you. So, what have you learned? Well, it's how to use your voice with honesty, clarity, and truth. Now, I know a lot of people say Gemini, they have a bad rep. They are, I'm so sorry I'm saying this. I'm just saying what people say about them, right? They say that they aren't quite forthright. But the thing is that Gemini, you are so adaptable and you can really pick up on other people's energy so well. And it's because you care so much about people's comfort, or being understood is a big one. You want to be understood. And so the language that you use in front of one person may be different in front of another, but it's your truth still. And maybe people don't feel that way. Maybe people don't agree with that, but you're learning how to feel more comfort and peace, understanding that part of yourself, okay? And also, some of you are going to say like, maybe you've had communication issues in the past, or maybe you were a liar, and that's okay, because I feel that the people who understand where their lies come from, which is a deep, deep need to be loved, cherished, understood, accepted, it helps you understand that no one can award that to you except for yourself, okay? And that's where this Taurus energy comes in with peace and comfort, and as well as that South Node. Okay, now a little bit more into the future, I also see the Two of Pentacles. So this is going back and forth on something that you want to learn more about. Just know that like it's okay not to understand things completely or fully. I feel that this has to do with some kind of like mental understanding. And I'm really sorry if like some of you aren't experiencing this. If you're not, then it's not your reading, and that's okay. It's just coming in so heavily that I have to mention it, where we're trying to figure out not what's wrong with us, but how our brain works, how it's wired, and how other people have dealt with it. And once again, there's just so much confidence coming in, so much clarity, so much hope. A lot of you do not do well either with authority or with having a boss, having someone tell you what to do. And it's because you have to be able to use your energy as you see fit in that particular moment. Does that make sense? And there's nothing wrong with that. And so, creating a life that can fit to you, being so adaptable, being so in the moment, can really benefit you. okay? Because when Gemini is on their highest path, they are wonderful at staying present. And so that's what I see for you. Thank you very, very much for trusting me with your reading. If you would like a private reading, then please consider checking out my Ko-fi. I'm also going to be doing a donathon soon to help me get through some of my troubles. Don't have to do that if you can't, but it will be a fun time if you'd like to watch. I wish you the best with everything that you are endeavoring. Remember that you are never alone and you are loved. Bye-bye. Libra, hi. Thank you so much for trusting me with your reading. Thank you for coming by. We are doing mid-June to the end of June 2025. Hey, I know that sometimes when we invest a lot of energy and love and care into someone or something, it can be hard to let go so that we can focus on us. Now, I want you to know that you are worthy of just as much of the love that you give them, to pour it into yourself. And I feel that a lot of you are waking up to what you deserve and what you need in order to heal. And some of you are actually really interested in a new passion. It could be a crush, okay? It could be a new interest, whatever it may be. It's really pulling you forward, especially with your emotions, feeling very, very drawn to this energy. And it just feels right. And we don't quite know if we should go towards it or not. Is it meant for us? Is that good for us? Are we going to get hurt again? Should we let go of those other energies that we know aren't serving us? I want you to know you're going to come up with an answer come the end of June. All right, let's go ahead and get into your cards. I just want to start with that. A lot of you are waking up to who you want to be, how you want to express, and taking more action and having more confidence in the way that you express both outwardly, so physically, as well as with what you love. You know, not being ashamed of what and who you love. Very Pride Month energy. So if you are, maybe coming out of the closet, that could be what's happening. Whatever the case is, there is an energy of, I know what I must do for me. Also, it's 3:33 a.m. right now. So maybe you're seeing threes. You're definitely, some of you are definitely like, what? But anyways, I love this. I love the confidence. I love the awakening. We have your challenge being the Wheel of Fortune. Now, the Wheel of Fortune represents fated events, things unfolding in your favor, and happenings that are meant to come forward to your reality so that you can be on your highest path, your highest timeline, your highest good, whatever you want to call it, right? Whatever makes you feel joy and passion and wakes you up in the morning with energy going, oh yeah, I love being here on earth. This shit is awesome. Let's go. Yeah. So that's what we're focusing on, the path coming forward, and know that the universe is putting in opportunities for you to get onto this. And it's because of the way that you are aligning with who you want to and are meant to be. Now, whether you're doing that whether you're doing that consciously or subconsciously, for the people who are more so feeling it rather than acting upon it, listen to your intuition, because there is that back and forth energy. And for the people who are acting on it right now, it's going to hit you even sooner, even sooner before the end of June, more so in the next week or so. And you'll be feeling very confident. You'll be feeling very secure in who you are. And you'll just have this settled feeling of, I made the right decision. I made the right decision. And you don't dwell on it. You don't. And yes, maybe maybe some of you need to either bite the bullet and decide, you know what, I've been single so long, I might as well give this connection a chance. Or maybe some of you are in a relationship and you're like, oh my gosh, I really don't have the time, energy to give to you anymore. I gotta give to myself right now, and that really empowers you. Whatever it is, there's an empowerment because we are choosing to step into what we are being emotionally drawn to. So your advice is to work on yourself, work on this love, work on this passion, because it will be making you feel pretty damn fulfilled, pretty damn stable, like secure in your decision and what it is you have chosen. Now, coming in for the near future, these are just the energies that we're working with. This is a bit more particular. You may have to make a decision, because there is that back and forth, that I feel hurts maybe like a little bit, but kind of hurts either an old dream or hurts another person, or, maybe, and if it is like a coming out kind of energy, it is like, so-and-so isn't going to approve. And we're just okay with it. We're just okay with it. And I say that because we have the Emperor card. And this is being your own boss, living your own life, not letting them tell you who you can love and who you can like and who you can be and how you can express. And I'm saying this because we have the first house, which is identity, personality, your ego, the way that you express with your image, next to the sun, which means very similar things: vitality, again, the ego, creative expression, and your personality, what you're sharing with the world, and how it is affecting people, and what you want to have energetically be magnetized towards you. And no longer do we want it to be people who are half-assing stuff. We want some full-assers in our life, okay? And so know that once you decide this for yourself, you're going to attract those full-assers, okay? And it feels really good. It feels really, really good. So we have you trusting your intuition to let go, all right? Let's see a little bit more. Oh my gosh, not surprised to see it. Queen of Pentacles. This is relaxation, okay? This is taking that deep breath. Finally, I can breathe. I have some space for myself. I can think for myself. I can be who I am. And we also have some time where we're going to relax, not only with our body, but our mind. And so there's going to be some quiet, some stillness. And I want to see what happens during that. What the? Look at that, Ace of Cups. This is a new relationship. This is a new passion. This is a new love. This is what I was saying. What are we going to exude? What energy are we going to put out? And with the information of knowing that what we do exude is what we attract, we have that new connection coming in, or that new passion or an opportunity to get us on, towards our path of healing, if that's the case. And I like it. Some of you are going to be, some of you are making moving plans, or you are moving, okay? And it's because where you are physically ain't quite cutting it. Right? You've outgrown it. These people, they don't understand you. You're cooler than them. No, I'm just kidding. I'm sure if you are leaving, you're leaving with love. And I see that. You came up as the Queen of Cups and the Page of Cups. Now, this is someone specific, going towards somebody or having someone come to you because, it's been a long distance thing. I like that. Good for you. Oh my God, what the? I'm sorry, it's just, okay, I brought up if you remember in the beginning of the reading, I had said that a lot of you are going to be moving forward or past something successfully. We have positive movement forward with the Eight of Fire. This is also the travel card. Look at that voyage. So some of you are vacationing. Some of you are having people visit you from long travels. I love it for you. And, whatever decision you have to make, I feel you already know you have to make it. Otherwise, you wouldn't be feeling this pull. I feel like it's blatant, too. It's in your face. And know that you're acting from a place of love, self-love, love for others. And you deserve this. You do. Okay. Thank you very, very, very much for coming to your reading. I am going to be hosting a donathon coming soon if you'd like to join me live for that. I also have private readings if you would like something a bit more personal. That is on my Ko-fi linked below. And remember that you are never alone and you are loved. Bye-bye. Aquarius, hi. Thank you for coming to your June or mid-June to the end of June 2025 reading. Thank you for trusting me with this. And I will say that the first message loud and clear with it was, why are you gaslighting yourself out of opportunities? Like, why are you saying to yourself like, oh, that's not meant for me. Oh, I could never do that. Or it's interesting because there's a back and forth here like, oh yeah, I'm that guy. But also, if I was that guy, I wouldn't be so depressed. Like, that's the energy here. I'm meant to be that man. But also, if I am that man, then why do I have really bad confidence? That's what we have. Listen, you are that guy. You are that man. You are he who is him. You are she who is her. You are the queen. You are the king. Whatever it is, whatever you want to hear, you're in charge. You're worth it. You're creative. You're smart. You're such a unique person. A lot of you are very spiritual in your own way. Some of you are, I was getting an energy of like, yeah, I think spirituality is cool. And a lot of it I agree with, but there's no God. And like, that's okay. That's okay. You don't have to believe in some kind of higher source, higher being to delve more into your spirituality. And I was just getting that message here with the dice that if you kind of went more into your psychic energies, you were a little bit scared of how that would change you outwardly, like how people would perceive you. Like, for example, some of you may have a really crazy, insane intuition. Like, you're probably like, I knew that was going to happen over and over and over again. Or I knew so-and-so had something they were hiding. I knew they were a bad person. Things like that, especially political things happening right now. Like, a lot of you saw this 5 years ago, like coming to fruition. Anyways, that's another story. I want you to know that if you want to unchain, if you want to unravel yourself from these restrictions, it is up to you. It's up to you. We have your challenge being the Seven of Swords here, and the Seven of Swords represents letting go. Six of Swords. Letting go, saying goodbye to people, places, and things that aren't serving you. And a lot of times it is a necessary transition. It has to happen. It's possible that you are seeing a lot of things exit your life and you're wondering if it's some sort of punishment or if you'll be able to get through this. Yeah, you can. And you know that you can. Everybody knows that you can. Maybe your family is going through something right now, but there will be a victory, and it may not be in the way that you expect, because we do have the outcome being the moon, and the moon does mean mystery. But we have, towards the end of June, coming in the sun, and so this is everything making sense to you, right? All right? So be patient. Take your time. I do see the next week to 2 weeks being pretty slow for you. But towards the end of June, the beginning of July, something's going to happen. And they're advising you to please do your best to be present, be in the moment, trust your intuition, even if you can't make sense of it. Aquarius, oh my goodness, you're so smart. You're so intellectual. You study very hard to understand things. A lot of you really value, science and mathematics before you can really believe something, and that's okay. And I really believe that if you did delve into this more, this is really important because some of you are interested in working in spirituality. Like, maybe you want to do what I do, be a tarot reader, do astrology readings, do charm reading, whatever it is you want to do. And there's just been something holding you back from it. And I feel that it could be the fear of criticism, the fear of losing your identity, maybe the fear of having some sort of spiritual psychosis. Now that happens. That happens. And so it's very important to remember that you are not Jesus. Please remember that. Everybody is psychic. There's nothing that I can do that you can't do. There's nothing any psychic has a grasp on that you do not have access to as well. There is always going to be a connection for you to answer that call if you want to. You've got the number, so to say. You're in the group chat. You just gotta open it, okay? Now, some of you are going to be exploring other avenues that has to do with like mysticism, the unknown, things like that. And ways that you didn't expect. There is like a rabbit hole energy, but if you're looking for something a bit more tangible, let's get into the particulars. Okay. So these are the overall energies. And once again, your advice is to move on, make peace, let go, just as we said in the earlier part of the reading, but also recognizing what you're capable of, understanding that you are both the same as everyone else, but as well, because life is full of duality and complexity, you are unique. You are like no one else. Like you cannot be replaced, okay? So you will always, because of the nature of your being, bring something to the table because there's no one like you. But you always have a place at the table as well because you exist and you're welcomed into this collective, this consciousness, this experience here on earth. You're meant to have it. So don't feel that you're being punished. Don't feel that you're being blocked. Don't feel that you are unworthy, anything like that, because that is so far from the truth. And you know that. There's an inner like, I get it. I get it, Ron. Okay, tell me what's gonna happen. Okay, I will. We have patience, so patience to see what will unfold. So there's some sort of serious decision or serious conversation that you had within the last 2 months. I feel I'm getting 2 months, okay? And you're waiting to see what will unfold. Some of you have kept it to yourself. You're just kind of waiting to see. Maybe you put a trial period on something. Know that it will complete towards the end of the next week. Now, what we have coming in for the last week of, and when I say it's coming to an end, there's an understanding, there's a resolve, there's you making that serious choice that you've been waiting for a long time. And if some of you aren't resonating with that, that's okay. It could mean that you're getting a reward for something you've been working on for a very long time, okay? Finally. Finally. Okay, we also have coming up towards the end of the month, and as I was saying, a little bit into the beginning of July as well, we've got the Three of Wands. So lucky you, we're looking towards the sun. This has to do with expansion. This has to do with, new beginnings, new ideas. Where can we go? What is next? No longer will I be looking behind me. Instead, I will be looking in front of me. And I think that we have maybe been spending a lot of time regretting some investments that we have made. Like, why did I spend money on that? And it's because you wanted to feel joy. And, if you are maybe hurting with money, do not feel bad because maybe when you were doing kind of well, you decided to treat yourself to a nice dinner. You deserve to have that dinner. You deserve to enjoy life. You're not here to suffer and save and just feel like you have to constantly be preparing for a hard time. And there is an awakening to that. There's a confidence in yourself exuding from the inside out. And I'm really happy to see that. We also have the Hermit card coming up, and this is about inner awakenings, and this is what I was talking about from the inside out. You're doing the work, you are making the changes, you are believing you are worth it, you are finally not gaslighting yourself into thinking some things aren't meant for you or you're not smart enough, you don't have enough money, or you don't have enough time, you know, or that it would be a burden to other people. You're not a burden to anybody, and don't let anyone lie to you and say that you are. And so there is this inner glow that will be exuding out from you. And I also think it's because of some relationships that you've had for a long time, possibly giving back to you in a way that you didn't expect. And it kind of puts you on this path. It really releases you from whatever has been holding you back, keeping you closed. And that's why there's big energy of a new beginning, right? A new chapter, a new era where, yeah, so we're having this inner glow. I don't know. So that's what I see. Let me know if that resonated. Let me know what you got going on. It'd mean a lot to me if you tell me what that is that really touched you in the comments, because I'm actually so curious. I want to know. Am I on the nose? Am I off base? What's going on? And if you would like to join me live, I will be doing a subathon soon to help me get myself situated financially. If you can't afford that, don't worry about it. I also have private readings over on my Ko-fi if you'd like something more intimate. And I wish you the best with everything that you are endeavoring. Remember that you are never alone and you are loved. Bye, Aquarius. Bye-bye.